G'day everyone, this afternoon I'm up here at Lake William Hovel and I'm going spinning for redfin.
Hey you!
You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now spinning, for anybody who might not be sure what I'm talking about, this is a spinner. This is a spinner, some people call it a bladed spinner, some people call it an inline spinner. Because everything is inline, it's nice and straight. It's got a revolving blade which spins, it's straight and straight down to the treble hooks. As opposed to a spinner bait, which isn't inline. It's got usually a bend, like an R-bend or something in it. But this is an inline spinner. The design is that it goes through the water, it spins, the fish feel the vibrations and they see the colour and they go bang. This is a spinner. These, I've got a few of these and they were sent to me by Gregory Conductier at French Touch Tackle. Thank you, Gregory. Let's go and see if we can spin up some redfin. Got him. First one. It's taken me about 10 minutes, I suppose. Hasn't taken me all that long. He's not very big, but he's not a incy-wincy tiddler either. There we go. I've spun my first redfin of the trip, or of the afternoon, on the red and white bladed spinner from French Touch Tackle. He was hooked a bit deep, but hopefully he'll be okay. He took off, but he left a bit of a blood trail behind him, and I'm just lucky that there's no sharks in here. So what I've been doing is just casting out there and bringing it back in on a nice straight retrieve. That time I'd cast up ahead of myself, more of it out deep, and I just give it a couple of cranks to get the blade spinning, and then I just reel it in nice and slowly. And there's that redfin that I just released, and it's not looking too healthy. There's another one, got another one. 2 in 2 casts. Hopefully this one swims off a bit better than the last one. I think the whistling kite or a sea eagle or something is going to find that one. 2 in 2 casts. Lovely little redfin. A fair bit smaller, that one. See you later, mate. The other one's out there, he's struggling a little bit. If I can get close to him, I'll put him out of his misery. So I'll cast it out there. And just give it a couple of quick spins. Yep, you'll tell straight away whether it's spinning, especially with these French Touch spinners, because they actually spin really well. And they create quite a bit of resistance. Come on, mate, put you out of your misery. I'll throw this out on the water and hope that an eagle or something sees it so that he doesn't die in vain. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. And the massive big eagle will probably come and grab that in a second, because Loretta's not here with her camera to get a photo. Oh, there's another one. Got him. They're climbing over this red and white spinner. I've always liked the colour red and white for redfin. He's only lip hooked, so he'll be right to swim off. Well, came out anyway. Redfin number 3 in about 2 minutes. Gone. I've always liked this red and white colour, especially red and white soft plastics, red and white minnows, red and white spinners. My favourite soft plastic colour for redfin is White Bait Pearl by Striped Tiger. I love the white. And I reckon if you dipped it in a bit of red dye or something and put a bit of red on the tail, then it'd probably make it even better. Red and white's a winning colour for redfin. Got him. Only a little. Ah, bonjour. See you later, mate. Or as they say in France, whee! I don't know what that means in France. Could mean hello. I don't know. Gone. Oh, got him. Right, they're just about to lift the spinner out of the water. Oh, he got off. I was just about to lift the spinner out of the water and he grabbed it. I check on Lee's spinner and it's looking good. There's no paint scratched off. It's not bent at all. It's going great guns. Well, folks, it's gone a bit quiet here. I haven't caught a fish for a while. I've been at it for about 45 minutes and I'm starting to get a bit sunburnt. I'm not allowed to get too sunburnt at the moment on my arms for medical reasons. So what I might do is wander up around the corner there and see if I can find somewhere a little bit more shaded and try and fish in a different spot, a different part of the lake. Right, now I've made my way to the new spot. Well, the new spot's about 100 metres down there. This track peters out here. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go to the lake. There's a little creek just in here. It runs down into the lake and I want to fish where this creek runs into the lake, that bit of a bay. So I've got to make my way down through the jungle. You gotta run through the jungle. Right, I've made my way to the lake again and I'm faced with a conundrum. I've come up here to get out of the sun. I'm having some tattoo removal done and I'm not supposed to get too sunburnt, but I can see redfin busting up over there in the sun. I can see a big fish in here which I suspect is a carp, because there are carp in Lake Hume. I've caught them up here in previous videos. Got him. Not overly big, but I've got him. Plan paid off. I come up here into the shade and caught a fish. I'm in filtered shade, filtered sun. Nice little redfin. See you later, mate. I'm spinning a few up, as they say. Got a fish on. Did he grab that while I had a bit of weed on it? Had a bit of weed on the line and then a fish grabbed it. Can you believe that? Look at that. Gone. I had a bit of weed on and then it broke free. It started spinning properly. It went about a metre and then a fish grabbed it. It was really tight at first, like really heavy. Then it got lighter and then it went bang and started pulling the other way. Wonder what's under here. Any yabbies? Look at all them worms. Look at that for bait. Worms everywhere. They would be dynamite bait. The worms that you get on the bank of the waterway that you're fishing are always the best worms. Look at them all. I honestly thought when I tipped that log over that I might find a couple of yabbies. I wasn't expecting to find all them worms. Heaps of worms under this one too. And a cricket. Got him. He's small. 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 Smallest one today. See you later, mate. Righto, well this is spinning. You get your spinner, you cast it out, let it sink a little bit until it's down near the bottom. Let's just hit the bottom, and as long as it's not weedy, that's okay. Then you just reel it in nice and slow. Make sure you can feel the blades spinning over. And look at that. Got him, just like that. Right on cue. Oh, something else followed that in then. I saw the little bow wave. You don't need to, go on. You don't need to work it like you do a soft plastic. I'll cast it just out there a little bit because I know there's a couple more in the area. You don't need to jiggle it like this like you do a soft plastic. You just cast it out, just reel it in straight and flat, and a fish just hit that just then. There, and again. Another little weeny one. There's quite a few fish here in this bay, but the larger ones seem to be out in the open. I might take off this red and white spinner, even though it's working, and put a different colour on, and I'll tell you why shortly. Right, now I've got another French Touch tackle spinner on. This is more of a bluey, purpley colour. Looks a bit like one of those blue ass flies. Oh, pardon my French. Anyway, when you tie a spinner on, unlike a minnow, you don't need a loop knot. With minnows, I always recommend people use loop knots, but with a bladed spinner, just a normal blood knot is fine. Beautiful. Now, the reason that I'm changing spinners is because I know the red and white works, but I don't want to tell you that these spinners are really awesome until I've tried at least 2 or 3 different ones to make sure they spin properly. I might get one really good one, the rest might all be duds. So, no, look at that. That's spinning really well. Very impressed. Got him. Well, they're hitting the purple and blue coloured spinner too. Go on. That fish came from just out there. About 4 or 5 metres off the back of this tree here. With redfin, quite often where you find one, you'll find more. Yep, like that. Yeah, they're small. The ones that I was getting near the boat ramp before when I first got it were bigger. But you've got all 3 hooks in your mouth. Go on. Just along the edge in the shallows. Gee whiz, he's tiny. See you later, Tiny Tim. Right, well, the blue and purple one spins well. The fish still like it. I'm going to change again to a different one. Right, now the next spinner off the rank, the next cab off the rank is this fluorescent yellow. Still the same spinner, the French touch tackle, but fluorescent yellow. That'll be good for redfin when the redfin are biting, and it'll be great for trout in the autumn. I love using fluorescent colours for trout in the autumn. That'll be great in the rivers and creeks in sort of April, May. Yeah, how well's it going to spin? The other 2 have been faultless. They're spinning like a champion. No worries at all. These are great quality spinners. They are a little bit dearer than a lot of other brands. They're like all things made in Europe. They're made in Europe, and like all things made in Europe, they're made to the highest quality, and they're always a little bit more expensive. But I'll put a link in the video description to French Touch Tackle, and you can go and check it all out anyway. The video description below the video. Got him. First one on the fluoro yellow. One thing I really like about soft plastics is that they're easy to unhook. Spinners and minnows with treble hooks can be a little bit tricky, and you just got to be careful that you don't get a hook in your finger. See you later, mate, you fluorescent yellow spinner muncher. Got him. It's been a while. They've gone a bit slow. Maybe it's the fluorescent yellow spinner, I don't know. I'm making my way back to my car now. See you later, redfin. Got him. One of the larger ones from this bay, and he's still small. See you later, Mr. Redus Finis. Got him. Another tiny one. I was just walking along admiring the clarity of the water coming in out of the creek here, and that little fella hit. Super clear water. Got another one. 2 in 2 casts. This one's about the same size. As Tony Gregg would say, 2 in 2 casts. Right, I am on a redfin hat trick. Got him. The old redfin hat trick. It's a bigger pair. Yes, got him. Umpire Dickie Bird has given him out. That's a hat trick. Hat trick of tiny redfin. spinning for redfin. It's effective, it's fun, it's one of the easiest ways to catch redfin, and I've had a blast here this afternoon. Of the 3 colours that I used, the red and white was the one that the fish wanted the most. I didn't even use it half as long as the other colours, and yet it caught just as many, if not more, fish. I've had an absolute blast here this afternoon, folks. There'll be links in the video description below to where you can find French touch tackle. Thank you all very much for watching.